You got desires. I know. You got desires. I know.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Nelly V. So in today's video, we are going to be getting into a really vulnerable topic for me, which is my unemployment journey. The unemployment journey has been very difficult, very full of ups and downs, and I am going to show you guys a very vulnerable side of the whole thing today. So on May 22nd, I had just finished having like a really good day with my mom, just vibing, chilling out. And I get home, it's like 10 p.m., and I didn't have service where I was at with her. And I checked my email. I got a rejection email, but it was a little bit different because I had got to the fourth round of this interview. Why there's 5 rounds of an interview process, that's another topic for another day. But either way, I that was really just my last straw. Like that was really just my last straw. So I just recorded this voice memo, and it's just a very unfiltered, raw adult language is used like type of voice memo because at this point I was just really externalizing my thoughts. So you're going to see, the self doubt, the encouragement, the gems. Because I listened back to it the next day and I was like, wait a second, like I'm actually spitting something real quick. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on my channel, even though it wasn't intended for, audience consumption. But as I listened to it back, I feel like, you know what? A lot of people can probably relate to this, even if you're not dealing with unemployment. Just if you're taking a venture, if you're stepping out on faith to do anything, like you go through a lot of self doubt, you go through just a lot of questioning yourself. Externalizing my thoughts has been such a crucial part to my healing journey, me understanding myself, me getting to know myself. So I'm a big advocate of that. Like whether I have to journal, talk to a friend, or just, record a voice memo, that I end up putting on YouTube, like the thoughts are going to get out. Okay. Like I'm talking things out. I'm cursing. I'm expressing myself. Like I left it all on the floor, okay? Sometimes you have to do that. You literally have to vent it out. At the end of the day, this is my channel. I document the journey of my life. And I was just like, you know what? I think this could touch a lot of people and I'm going to put it out there, Again, like I said, adult language is used. I'm going to try to bleep out some things and I'm definitely going to put subtitles. And since it's a voice memo, I'm going to put like different visuals on the screen. I don't even really know, but y'all will see. At the end of the day, read the captions and listen to the words because the message is what's most important here, okay? And I also want to put this out there to just show the faithfulness of God and just to show that God is working things out behind the scenes and everything is working together for my good. And even though it's been rejection after rejection, like I know that God has good things in store for me and He has good things in store for you too. And I'm finally getting to that point where I'm like, I'm not even mad when my plans don't come together because I know that I serve an infinite and abundant God who is very intentional about my life. And I know that everything is coming together. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the video. Thank you guys for watching. Check the description box for how you can support me in all my other platforms, social media, my Etsy shop, my affiliate links, all of those things. Okay. And of course, I'll probably be putting my little text messages that I put on the screen as well. So yeah, if you're going through an unemployment journey, I am wishing you all the best. I'm wishing you faith. I'm wishing you strength, just peace. And I pray that God opens that door for you sooner than soon, okay? Sooner than soon. Meet me in the comments. Let's talk, let's connect, and I'll see you guys. Okay, so at the end of the day, I was just thinking about everything, and I was just like, okay, at the end of the day, right, if I don't have a job, that's more of society standards because in God's eyes, I'm qualified. I have faith. It wouldn't matter. It doesn't have anything to do with my identity. Who I am, what I wake up and I do, that's the choices that I make, that's what represents me. And so I have to make sure, again, I'm proud of all of my choices. Talking about how God is love. So it's like the job thing doesn't matter as much, but it is frustrating because I do feel like some things, I feel like I don't have what I need. So I feel like I've been functioning on E for a minute. And it's like, it's hard to balance stuff with a job or without a job. I feel like, again, I've been doing it, but like, I guess some days I still neglect myself. Some days it's like you're still in the bed, I'm still not. But again, that means I might have needed it. But you know, like Monday, for example, like Monday, if I didn't have an interview, I don't know if I would have left my bed. But I think I had that reaction because I had the interview, I guess. I don't know. I was just dreading it. I was dreading it from the moment I heard that there was 5 rounds, especially because she said this was supposed to be a culture check. So the technical stuff really should have been checked up in the 2nd round, and then you wouldn't have even had to waste my time. That's another thing, because it's like he checked that, but he should have asked something like that. And I already kind of answered that. I already said, like, I am willing to, problem solve, go into the back end. And he said you have to be a detective. You said you got to be a problem solver. I said, yeah, I'm willing to do that. And like, I go above and beyond for my students. When it came time to I didn't, I don't work for financial aid, but I made it my mission to understand financial aid, to understand what other departments in the university are doing so that I could be a resource to my students. So if we want to figure out why something's not working, and then again, how would I answer the customer? Yeah, with empathy, show them what I'm doing. So I'm like, I already showed y'all I can do the motherfucking job, because it's not that serious. If a motherfucker is having problems with tech support and I'm tech support, what the fuck else am I gonna do? I'm gonna help them. That's what you're hiring me to do. So I'm like, it's really not that motherfucking deep to me. But anyways, it's okay, because I'm like, again, God, what do you want me to do? I don't know anymore. What do I even want to do? Because I feel so burnt out with the job process. Like, truly, I'm like, I've never had to apply to this many jobs to get a job before. Even with GCAC, I applied to a couple of journalism jobs, but like with GCAC, I wanted that one. There was something that was just so beautiful about that opportunity that it will always be my favorite opportunity, because that's the type of person I am. I love helping others. I do. And I do it happily. It makes it like, that's what a counselor is. A counselor helps you solve problems. A counselor listens to you and offers, encouragement. Offers questions to help you come to a decision. Offers resources to help you get educated about your opportunities. Let's say you're working with a 1st grader who is consistently talking out in class and they're having a behavior issue. And you present to them, listen, here are some options, buddy. Why are you talking? What's going on? Do you think you can work a little bit harder to not interrupt Miss Barnett as she's trying to teach other students? You're teaching that student right there how to respect other people. You're giving them an opportunity to learn. You're giving them an opportunity to learn a skill. Let's take the middle school level. You come to a student, they're talking about, listen, I'm having some, symptoms of, sadness, anxiety when I'm at school, and you have to, give them an opportunity to talk about that, to express themselves. What's going on at home? To learn how to dictate their feelings, which is something that we're still learning how to do as adults. But you're helping the kid with their emotional regulation, and you're giving them an opportunity to learn how to do that, giving them resources. And then let's take a college student or high school counselor. This person is talking about college. They don't know what to do. They have this such and such option. They have, nursing. They have Georgia State. They have blah, 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 all this. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Umadeo, okay. What's your GPA? First of all, that's how we have to see, or what are you passionate about as well? I mean, you could take that route too. but you want to also be realistic with their options. You don't want to always make it about grades, because I don't always make it about grades, but grades is a nice starting point so I can know. And, then you also talk about, their interests. You talk about what kind of school they would want. You give them an opportunity to do that self-exploration. You give them an opportunity to learn, what kind of choice should I make for myself? What do I see for myself? What kind of college experience would I like to have? Is it HBCU? Is it PWI? Is it men's school, girls' school? Is it live on campus? Is it commute? So as counselors, we give people opportunities. I don't even know why the they're talking about this, bro. But I'm going to take it back. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you want me to do, guy. I don't know what you want me to do. Is it, I don't know. Like, I wanted to do the customer success manager thing. I did want to do it. Because I feel like I wanted to just get a different experience. I wanted to work for a business. I wanted to get that corporate experience, but like in a hybrid life. I wanted to not work in education anymore. Sometimes you just see an industry and you're just tired of it. Like, again, they talk about that, the golden handcuffs. Teaching is a very draining job. Showing up as a helper, because again, I'm not a teacher, but like as counselors, we teach. And that's another reason why it's like I want to make it so bad into this industry, because I'm like, everything is geared towards teachers. It's so fucking annoying. I'm not a teacher, but I do teach. I'm in education, and I do want to leave because parts of this shit is draining. And I think it's because people think because counseling is like a second career move, so it's like, oh, I shouldn't be leaving. But I was so happy when I went to that other thing and I saw that there was a school counselor there. I should have really connected with her. But anyways, at the end of the day, like, I don't want to show up somewhere and have to give so much of myself all the damn time, which is what teachers do, which is what counselors do. You are at your students' beck and call. You're there every day. You're taking on a lot of people's emotional burdens. And again, like, I did it. And I did enjoy it. And it wasn't really a burden, but I just feel like with the way I'm at right now, where it just kind of feels like I am trying to figure out how to take care of myself, my emotional capacity is so low. And that's one thing, Lord, I do need you to like restore, because I feel like I am a shell of my emotions, a shell of myself, because I don't have the full range of my emotions anymore. I'm really burnt out, and it's like, do I feel like I want to listen to other people? No. Do I want to help other people? Do I want to show up somewhere every day? I don't even have the energy to show up for myself every day. So to show up for a school, I don't think I could do that anymore. 5 days a week, I don't think I could do that. So it's like a lot of people are in education, and a lot of people, are burnt out and want to leave, but it's like we only focus on teachers. So it's like something has to get fixed. Either you start paying people what they deserve to be paid, because as a master's, like 65 is crazy too. And I'm not trying to even be whatever, but I guess I could go back. But like, yeah, I feel like for what you're asking me to do, $65,000 is not enough. Masters, be there every day. I don't think that's enough. I feel like we are severely underpaid for how much we have to do, because again, it's like a job where you're giving so much of yourself. You're performing all day because you're writing on the board, you're doing things, you're doing lessons, you're doing notes. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy. I can't tell you. I'm just like, in order to support life right now, it's going to take way more than 65. But I don't know. Maybe I'm being whatever. But it's like, I just feel like the people that I went to school with are making that at my age. And so, again, there was a little bit of comparison. But then I saw, okay, they're in different industries. So I want to see another industry and I want to gain other experience. I feel like the fact that you get so hauled into your experience is so irritating about this life, because people are constantly changing, people are constantly evolving, and the fact that you want somebody to make a choice at 18 when you're literally not even, your brain is not fully formed, you're supposed to make a choice about what you're supposed to study and stick to it. Some people do that and I'm happy for them. I'm happy for you. But other people don't do that. And when I want to fucking change my mind at 24, it shouldn't be a fucking problem. And when I want to fucking change my mind again at 32, it shouldn't be a fucking problem. And when I want to change my mind again at 56, it shouldn't be a fucking problem, because I feel like as people, we should constantly be dreaming. I am that type of person where it's like, I am happy to live life. And I feel like we should have as many experiences as we should. Like, we should not box ourselves in. We should constantly be looking for new experiences, looking for new hobbies, looking for new events, looking for new travel, constantly learning, constantly expanding your mind. That's why I love museums so much. I love learning. And I love traveling. It's the Sag in me. It's just me. It's just who I am. And I feel like I will never regret learning. I will never regret going to school. There's so many things that I would love to just take classes for. Like, I would love to just go to a community center and take a photography class. And sometimes, again, I look at like little things that the library are doing, because I think that's so beautiful. I think that is what life is about. And that's what I mean when I say I'm so much more than a job, because really and truly, what I do for work is one of the least interesting things about me. I am a whole person who loves life, and that's what I mean when I say it's just God. It's just God who qualifies me. Me being the daughter of God qualifies me to just be here and live life and experience life. And then you want to tell me to experience life, I got to spend 65 years working? Pour m'tendre jusqu'à l'âge 65 pour enjoy life more? No. There's so many things, so many hobbies I want to learn and try. Like I said, I would love to go take a photography class. I would love to, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, because again, I was supposed to do this last year, but I didn't look into it. So that's really my bad. But I want to work on a campaign. I want to be like those Disney Channel movies and be a campaign manager. Not a campaign manager, because I don't want that responsibility, but I would love to work a little seasonal job like that. Canvassing or like, that type of thing. But like, I did try to do it, but they were trying to make me go door to door, and I wasn't cool with that. So I was like, I want to be in the office like the Disney Channel people. But anyways, I want to learn how to garden. I want to do art. I want to, I want to have multiple different jobs. And I would go to school. I would, again, take a little class, do a certification. Everything costs money though. And so it's like, I know I need to work so that I can have the full life I desire to have, because I need my 9 to 5 and my income covered so that I can focus on living my life, because that's what I'm more interested in doing, living life. I'm not interested in working. I'm not interested in giving. I mean, I do want to do that too. But again, it's like, it can't be my whole life. I desire balance. I don't know if that is possible, but I know that it's at different points in your life, things take priority and it's not always possible. I had to put some things on hold because I was not working during this season of my life. But when I could enjoy life, I went and enjoyed life. Okay? Like today, I went to the live taping of Family Feud. Celebrity Family Feud. It was so amazing. I went with my mom. We had a great time. And when we found out that it was the last episode of the season, we were like, oh my gosh, because I truly was like, we had tried to get in a couple weeks ago and we were too late and they made us turn around, and it was like an hour, to get there, and then an hour back. It's like, y'all wasted my time at this point. And so my mom was like, look again, and so I was so happy we could have that experience. And so again, of course I spent a lot of this unemployment time moping around. I did. I spent a whole bunch of time bitching. I spent a whole bunch of time complaining. But I also went out and lived my fucking life because that's all I have. You know, strawberry picking, traveling. You know, I was putting some things on hold. But then I'm like, I can't do that. I don't know how much longer I have. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be in the season. From live life more. I have to choose joy and I have to live life. You know, so, and those things I look forward to because again, those are what fulfill me. Spending time with my family and friends is what fulfills me. My family and my friends are some of my biggest blessings. My community goes hard for me. And I'm so blessed by them. I'm so blessed by them. And just being able to sit in their presence and just be myself and know that I'm loved and be in spaces of love and community, sitting on my cousin's couch, drinking a glass of wine, sitting in my best friend's living room and just playing card games, sitting at my cousin's house and playing with her baby. Like, that is what I would do with my time, you know? But again, I'm not dumb and I understand that I need to work. But at this point now, bro, I'm at a loss because this is a systemic thing, bro. This is not like that's another thing. Because you are meant to feel like you not having a job is an individual problem. I promise you, y'all, this is systemic. This is systemic. Everybody's on LinkedIn complaining about how they can't find a job. Everybody is on LinkedIn talking about layoffs. Everybody is like, what the fuck? So I know it can't be me. But you are meant to feel like, oh, it's just edit your resume. Do you think I haven't done that? Like, do you think that you're selling me an original idea by telling me to edit my resume? Come on, wake up, bro, wake up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not that simple, y'all. People are getting ghosted by recruiters. People with 10 years of experience are getting paid below their worth. You know? It's just ridiculous what's going on right now. So I can't. It's like I've spent so much of this time internalizing something being wrong with me because sometimes it feels that way. It feels like, you know, what are you not putting on the application, and like, how can you at least bypass AI to get your application looked at as a human? God forbid that you are pivoting into an industry like me, because again, I desire to be a woman of multiple experiences. I desire to be a woman that's learning and growing. And again, it's not like I haven't worked. I have transferable skills. I've been in the industry. I have worked. I have work history. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I know how to be professional at a job. I can roll up to any job. Not any job, but like I can roll up to any job and you teach me what to do and I can learn what to do and I could do the job. Like a lot of the people that are applying to these jobs. So it's like, I don't know if it's not enough jobs. I don't know if it's not enough money. It's just too much. It's just too much. But, you know, I'm here to just say that, like, I'm really trying to remember that I am me. I am a whole person. My worth is not defined by what I do. That's why when people ask me what I do, bro, I get turned the fuck off. I actually had that experience the other day at a birthday party, and I was so irritated by the question because, again, it's like, find something else to ask. And so when she asked, I was like, I work for the Lord. Like, because I was just so, like, irritated. So I was like, I work for the Lord. Like, I don't work. I don't have anything right now. What do? I'm a child of God. Also, it's just like, why are we so reduced to what we do? You know? There was another question that a friend of a friend had asked me one time, where she was like, she asked, what do you do? And then she was like, you know what, let's not even talk about work. Before I could even, like, I didn't even have like a adverse reaction at that time, because like I wasn't as jaded as I am now. I think this was more early in the process. But she had asked me that, but she had stopped herself. And she said something. She said, like, I forgot how she worded the question, but she said, what are you into right now? Or she said, like, you know, what are you loving right now? Something, I don't know. Point is, something that took it away from work and put it back on, like, what are you, like, put it back into, like, who are you as a person right now? And it was a very thoughtful conversation. So it's like, I really hate that what we do is so much of our identity, because at the end of the day, y'all, like, we're gonna die. I hate to fucking say that, but it's like, we are not, the achievements and things that we get in this life are only that for this life. You know what I'm saying? Like, in heaven, I mean, we're going to have gifts and talents, and we're going to be doing things, but we're going to be working for the Lord. We're going to be worshiping the Lord. We're going to be serving the Lord. And it's like, it's not really going to matter who was valedictorian. It's not going to matter who was like, and I'm not saying, like, again, be proud of those things and work hard at those things, because I do also believe, like, you have a purpose in this life and we are meant to achieve it. And whatever you do, work hard at it and do your best, you know? But at the end of the day, my identity cannot be in the fact that I don't have a job right now. And I hate how much I, you know, teeter-totter and do that, because it really is a struggle, because every messaging around me is, you know, and also, again, it's basic survival. It's basic survival. It's basic things that I haven't been able to do for myself that I would love to be able to do. And it's not just like traveling and that. I don't really even, I literally want to be able to control what I eat and grocery shop and be able to control my diet, because there is a level of, like, when you're living with other people and you don't have a steady income and you cannot provide for yourself in the way that you used to, because I used to live by myself, because I've worked before and so had my apartment before, had all these things, and I don't even know, I feel the need to say that just because the way that people try to play you in this season of your life and act like, oh my God, you never held down a job, bitch, you. Okay, but it's like, anyways, it's a different market these days, for real. It's a different market these days. But it's like, again, it's like the way that, I forgot what I was saying, bro. Yeah, the way that having money provides opportunity is a blessing, and I've seen it, you know. So yeah, that's where I'm at in this stage of my unemployment journey. I'm beside myself, you know, still dealing with all these, you know, rejections and redirections. And there's been so many times where I thought the breakthrough was near, and then boom, you know, you don't move forward in the process, or just like, you know, something happens. It's so discouraging. It is so discouraging to be consistently putting yourself out there and consistently getting rejected. You know, it's a lot. Rejection and disappointment have to be some of the most heaviest emotions that we have. Like, they have to be, because it's so uncomfortable when you're just, you know, and so that's why I'm like, I'm trying to be in a grateful state. I'm trying to choose gratitude. You know, gratitude is the right attitude, bro. That's what they say, bro. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. You're balancing a lot of competing voices, and, you know, it's just a lot, bro. It's a lot. I'm really trying to have faith in God and know that he's not finished with me yet, because, again, he keeping me here. He keep waking me up every day to experience this shit. And I do mean that, because it's like, it's not even just like my life. It's not even like what's going on with me right now is like, whoa. But it's just like the world. Like, you know, whoa. Like, what the fuck are we experiencing? Like, what the hell is going on most days? Because to see this shit and to live this shit is really crazy. So, again, but he's keeping me here. He's keeping me here. So he must have a plan, and he must have a reason, A lot of this again has been more mental than anything, trying to continue to have faith and trying to continue to trust God through the no's, through the valley, through the, inconsistency of life, and through trying to learn myself, heal myself, learn all of these things, because I'm learning about myself, because when you're in a season where like it's so unpredictable, like, and I'm talking about unpredictable, every day is different for me. Like I said, today I just went to the live taping of Family Feud. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to edit, I need to wash my hair, I need to clean my car, I need to edit content, I need to apply to jobs. Clearly there's actually so much to freaking do, and I have to manage my time myself. I have to manage my time myself because I don't have a job to manage my time for me. So I have to like wake up and choose the autonomy and like see what needs priority and stuff like that. And that's the thing. I say this for real to say, like, it is a blessing to be able to have the free reign to work on yourself, because there is a level of like when you have the job, you do neglect some of yourself. I did it in previous seasons of my life. So you would have think that I would have been grateful for this time. But then again, when we have that money, equation, that the money part in the equation, it makes it difficult. But at the end of the day, it is a blessing to have the ability to craft out my day. Like I said, I need to edit content because I am a content creator and I am behind on content, and I need to be in my bag because content is a bag. And at the end of the day, it's not a bag for me yet, but it has gotten me some opportunities. So it's like I want to stay consistent on my platforms. And then I need to apply to jobs because, again, we need to apply to jobs. I need to go to the library because that's the best place that I focus. I do not get work done at my house. And I have played myself too many times in this season to think, oh, I'm just going to stay home and work. I'll admit that sometimes it has happened. I had to take, the 10 times I say, oh, I'm going to work at home, I will probably say 3 of those times is when I really get shit done. But it has happened. But like, I'm playing myself if I don't leave my house. I'm playing myself. I have to wash my hair. Because I also have to film hair content, and my hair is looking crazy right now. I am on, what day braid out is this, bro? Like, it is so crunchy, it is so sweaty, it is so tangled because I've been working out with it. And I also have events that I'm going to this weekend, so my hair needs to be presentable. I can't tell you what is going to happen tomorrow. I really can't, but I'm going to have to make a plan. I'm going to have to figure it out, because everything needs my attention, and that's what you have to figure out, and that's what I'm saying. It's like managing your life is a full-time job, and then I have to get another full-time job. That's what life is about, though. You're always gonna have responsibilities, you're always gonna have things to do, and that's why we're not meant to do life alone, because my community helps me with things. And if you have, especially like, if you have a partner, if you have this, it's like you share the load, but at the end of the day, you're always going to have things to do. You're always going to have things to manage. Life is about learning how to manage. That's what I'm convinced. Like, because I'm like, there's no shortage of fucking problems, okay? There's no shortage of freaking problems. But, God did not promise that this life would be easy. And this is what we have to do. This is what I get to do because, again, I'm happy to live life. Is it hard? Yes. But I'm here and I have to make the best of it. And that's what I'm determined to do. And I cannot prolong that until I get a job. So, anyways, this is what I'm learning. This is what I'm going through. This is like very raw, very unfiltered thoughts about what is going on. If anybody relates to this, I'm praying for you. That's all I could do. I'm praying for all of us. I'm praying for all of us in this life, that we can just have as much peace, joy, and abundance as possible. So, yeah. ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. Good night, folks.